Hey dude, Link, look up here. It appears that the time has finally come for you to start your adventure. You will encounter many hardships ahead. That is your fate. Don't feel discouraged, even during the toughest times. Go straight this way, and you will see Hyrule Castle. You will meet a princess there. If you are lost and don't know which way to go, look at the map. The areas you have explored will be shown on the map. Press start to enter the subscreens and Z or R to find the map. On the map subscreen, you will also see a flashing dot showing you which way you should go next. Did you get all that? Alright then, I'll see you around. Hello everyone, Dream Envoy here, and welcome back to more of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Last time, we completed our first dungeon, and upon leaving Kakariko Village, we obtained a new item from Saria. That is, her Ocarina, which allows us to play various songs. The way that you play songs is going to be different in the 3DS version than it is in the N64 and GameCube version. Just keep that in mind. Aside from that, it's pretty much the same as usual. Anyways, according to the Great Diggotee, who unfortunately just died on us, because apparently going through the dungeon didn't help at all, our destination is to make our way over to the castle. Here in Hyrule Field, there is a whole bunch of things that we can do in the meantime, but just as diversions, but we can't really do too much until we meet Princess Zelda. However, no matter what happens, when you encounter the castle, it will suddenly become nighttime. Yes, they speed up. This is scripted. You will always just barely not be able to make it. In the meantime, you'll encounter new enemies, All-Stall Child. They are not that difficult, however. You can just go ahead and defeat them with an instant jab attack, or 2 swipes from your sword. As soon as you defeat them, another one will spawn. Defeating 10. If you defeat 10, a larger one will appear. If you defeat 20, an even larger one will appear. They won't spawn if you stay on the path, funnily enough. And they'll disappear as soon as the... I love how a horizontal swipe decapitates them. But yeah, if you stay on the path, they won't spawn. And if you wait until daytime, they'll disappear. Anyways, jump slash to instant kill them. Yep. So long as you stay on the path, they will not spawn. See, I'm on the path, off the path, and since I'm off this path, they spawn in. And since it's about to turn daytime, I'll show you what happens to them if they don't get too close. Yeah, they'll burrow their way back underground. So it's daytime, so the drawbridge will come right back down. But before it goes down, here's a little bit of an Easter egg that a lot of people know about, but there's something else that I didn't know about. If you jump off of this, you can grab a red rupee. What I didn't realize was that there were actually 3. As you can see, we just grabbed 2. I thought there were only 1, but nope, there are actually 3. So you can go ahead and grab the other one. What's interesting? Well, I didn't quite show it, but yeah, I was holding the control stick and instead I rolled to avoid taking damage. But if you go ahead up here and hold forward, Link falls through the floor. A similar glitch exactly like that happens in a similar area in Majora's Mask, which I've showed off in my Majora's Mask Let's Play. Which is actually the only other Zelda game that I've done a Let's Play of. I have considered doing Let's Play of other Zelda games like Minish Cap Minish Cap was actually the very first Zelda game that I beat. The second one was actually the original. Ocarina of Time was third, and Majora's Mask was fourth. Incidentally, my LP of Majora's Mask was also the first time I beat it. But I think I mentioned that before while I was actually playing it. Anyways, man, I'm so bored. Things would be more interesting if there were more troubles in the world. Hey, that's just between you and me, okay? Anyway, maybe we can let off some steam by breaking these jars. Stand near a jar and press A to lift it, press A again to toss it. Yep, you can do that. Just grab and throw. Break them open. But it's a lot more fun if you just go ahead and use a spin dash. It's a lot faster. Break more jars that way. And in case I didn't mention how much a red rupee is, I think they are worth 10 each. But don't quote me on that. Anyways, we're getting close to our limit, because I believe we can only carry about 100 rupees. Let me get ready for like a spin attack. Get right in between these pots. Really? I only got 1 rupee from that? Shame. Oh wait, the limit is 99, okay. Yeah, never mind, apparently our limit was just 99. I can't get up on the... Can I not get up these ledges? No? Okay, well, anyways, or maybe, hold on. Maybe I can if I get up onto these boxes. Yeah, now I can. And I suppose if I use this, can the slingshot actually hit the jars? Yes, it can. So I've officially destroyed every jar without any jars to destroy. Let's go ahead and destroy the crates instead. Yes, okay, 99 is the limit. There is, you can get wallets in these games which actually extend, how much, rupees you can carry. Anyways, keep rolling into this chest and this last one gets you a new sculpture lock. Here we go, the 4th sculpture in the game. What do you have to say now that we destroyed all the pops? The same thing. Well, if you ever need more coins, you can step out and then go back in and the jars will all respawn. Just like that. Same thing happens to the rupees out on the drawbridge. You can go back outside and grab them as well. Now what's interesting is that the first time that I entered this area in my very first playthrough, I was so confused because I thought that I entered into first person, but no. I'm just hovering around a fountain while Link is going on, wandering around the overscreen. No, kind of running around in the background. Now our next destination is the castle up ahead, but there is 2 things that I want to do here in the castle town instead. Talk to this girl.
Hey, your clothes, they're different. You're not from around here, are you? Oh, you're a fairy boy from the forest. My name is Malon. My dad owns Lon Lon Ranch.
If you're wondering where Lon Lon Ranch is, it's that round circular area smack dab in the middle of Hyrule Field. You might have noticed on the map while we were out on the field earlier.
Dad went to the castle to deliver some milk, and he hasn't come back yet.
It's also a little bit concerning. Anyways, we can meet the Princess of Destiny like we're supposed to, or we can go to the shooting gallery. 20 rupees for 1 play. There are 10 targets. You have 15 chances. Hit all 10 targets. Hit 10 targets is a perfect prize. 8 or more is a free retry. 8 less than 8 is a game over. Don't lean on the counter, don't disturb other customers. Well, there are no other customers, so let's just play the game. Do you want to play a game? It's 20 rupees per play. Okay, this is a game for grown-ups. Then why are you letting a 10-year-old play? Yes, Link is officially 10 years old in this game. Hyrule's famous shooting gallery. Take aim at the targets from that platform over there. Can you hit 10 targets? You get 15 shots. Draw your weapon with B. Are you ready? Go for a perfect score. Good luck. Too bad. How many?
7.
I was one more less away from a free play. Okay. Missed that one. Almost. Well, alright. I'll give you one more try for free. This time you gotta do it. Or at least get more aid and continue to play for free. I'll cut until I get my perfect run. But who knows, this might be the perfect run for all I know.
Oh! It was just 1 rupee! Oh, that last one!
Okay, that did not take too long. Just a couple more tries. Wonderful! Bravo! Perfect! Here's a fantastic present! And we get the Deco Seed bullet bag. Now we can hold up to 40 slingshot bullets. Instead of, what was our original, 20? Anyways, there's no more reason to play again. If we do decide to play again, all we would get is, I believe it's just 50 more rupees. Anyways, I think there is something else around here. Let me check. I think that if you go into this alleyway... Okay, nothing yet. Never talk to you. I'll tell you something. I've heard there is a mysterious something somewhere near the castle. Okay, just a random hint. Nothing else of importance. Let's quickly rotate around by having Link be near the center of the town. And we'll just go ahead and make our way over to the castle. Hey, Link, this way. I love how he's upside down. So like his dots on the head looks like eyes. The princess is just inside the castle up ahead. Be careful not to get caught up by the guards. Hoo-doo-hoo! What's this? On this ground, time flows normally. But time stands still while you are in La Lan Ranch or in a town. If you want time to pass normally, you'll need to leave town. Well, which way are you going to go now? Do you want to hear what I said again? Ooh, you're a smart kid. Good luck then. By the way, this character is named Kaepora Gaebora. And what does Kaepora Gaebora leave for us? Nothing, right? Correction, he leaves something. A Skulltula that almost landed on top of us. In my now deleted original playthrough of this game, I've actually missed this one and had to backtrack, trying to figure out, wait, I missed the Skulltula, where? I've actually remember having to watch through all of my footage, the raw footage mind you, just to find out which one that I missed. So yeah, this is one gold Skulltula I am not going to miss again.
The Great Dignity wanted us to go visit the princess at Hyrule Castle. Shouldn't we get going?
Yeah, Navi will occasionally remind us what we need to do. I'll go ahead and put Navi away. And this guard, what do you have to say, guard? I just put Navi away and Navi is back out. So you want to see Princess Zelda, eh? You probably heard about her in town and decided you had to meet her. Well, actually I heard her from a giant talking tree. Which is probably less believable. Go home, get out of here, the princess would never grant an audience to the likes of you.
Oh well.
Looks like we have really no choice.
Actually, this may be
strange. Come on, get up on the vines. What's wrong with you? Okay, like, what is wrong with you? Why? Okay, for some reason there's like a sweet spot. I have no idea why. Anyways, this thing. The statue's one-eyed gaze pierces into your mind. And if we strike it, it lasts. The current time is 16:18. Well, we can try to go across the bridge, but hey you, stop, kid, over there. But if we do, we immediately get kicked out. But I believe if we backtrack after getting kicked out, this is a good thing because you're actually required to talk to this girl right here.
Are you going to the castle, fairy boy? Would you mind finding my dad? He must have fallen asleep somewhere around the castle. What a thing for an adult to do. Oh yeah, if you'll look for him, I'll give this to you. I've been incubating this egg very carefully.
And we get a weird egg. Feels like there's something moving inside. Set it to see what's to selected. Yeah, blah blah blah. We know about the C button functions and all that. Set the egg to eat. My dad is very tremble foam for adult identity. He.
Why is there a... Okay.
And she sings that little song when it's nighttime. Anyways, I'll show you how to go through it. Going down that ladder is completely optional. You don't have to. Instead, you can just roll forward. Now, over down that path, we really can't do anything over there just yet. Instead, you're gonna have to quietly navigate just barely out of the view of those guards. There is a guard up there, but so long as we're not to the side nor in front of him, you should be able to sneak past him. Stay away from the path because there are going to be guards right outside of the castle. Now over here, you see some strange looking stones. They're made more obvious in the 3DS version by making them into vines, but what you're supposed to do is go ahead and climb up, and again, don't go over there. There are guards. You want to climb up this cliff and roll into the moat. Yep, you can just see the guards right there. Doing so will get you some rupees. And once morning comes, the chicken will hatch from the egg that we were incubating. And what do you know? Sleepy grown-up who is in the way of where we need to go. Because we're gonna need to move those boxes over there if we want to get into that door, and I just fell into the water. Why is it so shallow that the water is flowing through there? Okay. And man, he is incredibly loud. Welcome, our ranch is so fun. Come on and look around. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to use this chicken. No, I would not like to save. Target him, and... What a tarnation! Kind of person get a little shut-eye around here? Hello, and who might you be? Yep, I'm Jolin, the owner of Lon Ranch. I went to the castle to deliver some milk, but I sat down here to rest and I guess I fell asleep. What? Marlon was looking for me? I'm gonna catch it from her now. I messed up bad, leaving Marlon behind to wait for me. She's really gonna let me have it. Oh my gosh, his running animation. If you can't tell already, he is slightly based off of Mario. Just from his design, and actually it's strange that there's a door over there that you can't go into. I guess that's where the guards would, I don't know, grab the milk from. But I guess it's probably locked from the inside, which I guess makes sense for a castle. I mean, the whole purpose of a castle is to protect the residents. Well, then again, that's the point of pretty much any home. It's just that they go overboard with the castle because, you know, they're rich or they're royalty or, you know, they just straight up can't afford it. Anyways, you want to drop that block down there and do the same for the other block. Well, it's not really blocks. They're more like, well, big cartons filled with apparently milk. Why a castle would need this much milk, I have no idea. Maybe they're trying to make like a gigantic cake or something. Anyways, as soon as it step on there, you now have enough height to just roll right across. If you try to enter here during nighttime, you can't. You'll be immediately caught by guards on the inside. But since there is daytime, there are apparently no guards here. And you also cannot change the camera. Instead, the camera is going to be automatic. There's gonna be some guards patrolling here, but like usual, so long as you're not directly in front of them or to the side of them, you should be fine. You got some more patrolling here. Just wait until they move a little bit. And make a dash for it. Now if you're very cheeky, you can sneak behind that guard and grab all those rupees. But instead, I'm not gonna take that kind of risk because if you get captured by the guards, you're all the way back to the beginning. Just take it very slow by tilting the analog stick just very slowly. If you're using an emulator and still using a keyboard, I'm not even sure how you could possibly do this. Anyways, once again, wait for these guards to move. The best idea is that the guard closest to Link just follow behind him. Because you can't, it's safe to stand behind them. It's just that you can't stand in front of them or to the side of them. Anyways, we got one more guard here. Gonna move ahead. They're gonna keep going on in circles. So you can go ahead and sneak by. Like I said, if you get caught, you're sent all the way back to the beginning. Like, all the way back to where Malan is. But anyways, here we are in the courtyard. Before we go anywhere, I just want to show off some things. If you look over to the window over here, take a look. You got an image of Mario and Peach. And I believe if you go over here, get a better view, there's an image of Yoshi as well. Anything else here? An image of Bowser. Also, pull out your slingshot, shoot Mario, and you'll get a red rupee out of that. What happens if you shoot the other window, however? Hey you, don't cause any trouble. He frickin' throws a cherry bomb at you. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Anyways, nope, I don't want the Deku Nut. I want the slingshot there, and I want the Ocarina there. Anyways, just walk up to this little girl and begin the cutscene.
Who are you? How did you get past the guards? Oh, what's that? Is that a fairy? Then are you from the forest? Then you wouldn't happen to have the spiritual stone of the forest, would you? That green and shining stone? Do you have it? Just as I thought! I had a dream. In the dream, dark storm clouds were billowing over the land of Hyrule. But suddenly, a ray of light shot out of the forest, parted the cloud, and lit up the ground. The light turned into the figure holding a green and shining stone, followed by a fairy. I know this is a prophecy that someone would come from the forest. Yes, I thought you might be the one. Oh, I'm sorry. I got carried away with my story and didn't even properly introduce myself. I am Zelda, Princess of Hyrule. What is your name? Link. Strange. It sounds somehow familiar. Okay then, Link. I'm going to tell you the secret of the sacred realm that has been passed down by the royal family of Hyrule. Please keep this a secret from everybody. The legend goes like this. The three goddesses hid the Triforce containing the power of the gods somewhere in Hyrule. The power to grant the wish of the one who holds the Triforce in his hands. If someone with a righteous heart makes a wish, it will lead Hyrule to a golden age of prosperity. If someone with an evil mind has his wish granted, the world will be consumed by evil. That is what has been told. So, the ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the Triforce from the evil ones. That's right. The Temple of Time is the entrance through which you can enter the sacred realm from our world. But the entrance is sealed with a stone wall called the Door of Time. And in order to open the door, it is said that you need to collect 3 spiritual stones. And another thing you need is the treasure of the royal family keeps along with this legend. The Ocarina of Time. Did you understand well the story I just told you? That's great. I forgot to tell you. I was spying through this window just now. The other element for my team, the dark clouds, I believe they symbolize that man in there. Will you look through the window at him? Can you see the man with the evil eyes? That is Ganondorf, the leader of the Gerudos. They hail from the desert far to the west. Though he swears allegiance to my father, I am sure he is not sincere. The dark clouds that covered Hyrule in my dream, they must symbolize that man. What happened? Did he see you? Don't worry. He doesn't have any idea what we're planning, yet. Yes, I told my father about my dream. However, he didn't believe it was a prophecy. But I can sense that man's evil intentions. What Ganondorf is after must be nothing less than the Triforce of the Sacred Realm. He must have come to Hyrule to obtain it. And he wants to conquer Hyrule. No, the entire world. Like, now we are the only ones who can protect Hyrule. Please. Thank you. I am afraid. I have a feeling that man is going to destroy Hyrule. He has such terrifying power. But it's fortunate that you have come. We must not let Ganondorf get the Triforce. I will protect the Ocarina of Time with all my power. He shall not have it. You go find the other 2 spiritual stones. Let's get the Triforce before Ganondorf does, and then defeat him. One more thing. Take this letter. I'm sure it will be helpful to you.
Okay, here's something that I seriously must ask. How does Zelda know that Ganondorf is not sincere, and yet her father thinks that Ganondorf is being sincere? I mean, like, you would think that an adult would be not as gullible as a child. So, I would think that an adult would even be less gullible than a child, so why would the king believe Ganondorf but not Zelda? I mean, like, what is Zelda's reasoning for hating Ganondorf right off the bat when technically Ganondorf didn't do anything at the moment yet? I mean, yeah, it shouldn't be a surprise to anyone that Ganondorf is indeed evil, and yes, Ganondorf does want to take over Hyrule, and yes, everything Zelda says is right, but how does she know that? Is it because Ganondorf is black? Does Zelda just hate black people? Okay, I'm joking, but I am joking about the whole racism thing. I genuinely am, but again, it makes me wonder how, I don't know. It's a kid's game, don't question it. Anyways, we got Zelda's letter, so we can show it to people. Anything else you got to say, Zelda?
My attendant will get you out of the castle. Don't be afraid to talk to her.
Alright, so if you haven't used a slingshot on the windows yet, you can now. Unfortunately, we can't cut Zelda's flower. But I can threaten you with a sword, huh? You wanna mess with me? You wanna mess with me? On guard! On guard! I slash you! I slash you! I assassinate the princess! Anyways. Probably, probably should, sheath that since I'm in the presence of royalty. Unsheath. No, I mean sheath. Anyways, this is Impa. She is much younger and sort of hotter than, in the manual of the original Legend of Zelda, where she just appears as a old lady. But anyways.
I am Impa of the Sheikah. I am responsible for protecting Princess Zelda. Everything is exactly as the princess foretold. You are a courageous boy. You're heading out on a big new adventure, aren't you? My role in the princess's dream was to teach a melody to the one from the forest. This is an ancient melody passed down from the royal family. I have played this song for Princess Zelda as a lullaby ever since she was a baby. There is mysterious power in these notes. Now listen carefully.
Wow. Seriously? Really? I'm pressing the right buttons. Hold on. You've learned Zelda's lullaby. It only took you 3 tries. Even us sliding my C buttons to the D-pad, it's still not perfect. Anyways, if you're playing the 3DS version, I should mention that the song order is actually X, Y, X, A, Y, X, A, Y.
If the castle soldiers find you, there will be trouble. Let me lead you out of the castle.
She leads you more than just out of the castle. She leads you all the way out of town.
You brave lad, we must protect this beautiful land of Hyrule. Take a good look at that mountain. That is Death Mountain, home of the Gorons. They hold the spiritual stone of fire. At the foot of Death Mountain, you will find my village, Kakariko. That is where I was born and raised. You should talk to some of the villagers there before you go up Death Mountain. The song I just taught you has some mysterious power. Only royal family members are allowed to learn this song. Remember, it will help to prove your connection to the royal family. The princess is waiting for you to return to the castle with the stones. Alright, we're counting on you.
Oh cool, she carries Deku Nuts with her. Man, calling Impa hot is going to bite me in the butt. I do not find Impa hot. As a matter of fact, I'm identifying myself as gay. If not gay, probably bisexual with very strong male leanings, but so no, I do not find Impa hot, but she is objectively she is more attractive than her original Legend of Zelda artwork. But anyways, I guess our next destination is going to be Kakariko Village and then Death Mountain. And until then, this has been a particularly long video, but regardless, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe if you have not in order to see more videos from me. And I would be more than happy if you leave behind a comment on the video telling me what you think. Alright, because I absolutely love everybody's comments. At least reading them, even the ones that are harshly criticizing me. Because I don't get a whole lot of those either. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.